They're going to actually go for the terrestrialization here. Oh, they're a stellar type. I don't think that helps them right now. Yeah, here's a Tachyon Cutter. Well, there you go. Good afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Sim Regulation F video, bringing you an Iron Crown team. We got the first legendary new Pokemon here on Pokésports, brought to us by Jordy. Thank you so much, Jordy, for going ahead and making us an Iron Crown team. It has taken me way too long to actually get these Pokemon because the game decides to hide them behind a very, very long task. But thankfully, Jordy was able to no-life this game enough to get us our Iron Crown very early on, and I'm excited to try this thing out. If you guys listen to the most recent podcast, you guys know how much I think Iron Crown has so much potential in the meta. Very fast expanding force user. Of course, not faster than like a Calyrex Shadow rider, but still fast, right? It's fast for the current meta. We're able to go and enjoy the steel psychic type. It's actually very good into opposing Psy Spam as well, because there's nothing that Psy Spam can do to a steel psychic type. So we have the Expanding Force, we have the Tachyon Cutter, which is a 2-hit steel type special move. We have the Booster Energy to make us be able to outspeed Fluttermanes, and we have the Rain to help with our weaknesses. Not just that, we're also running Kingdra. New Pokemon here, not the showcase of today's video, but still a new Pokemon. I'm going to have a fun time seeing Kingdra here on the team as well. Iron Hands Landorus in the back, kind of as the glue to hold the team together and cover all of our weaknesses. And the Pelipper here to set the weather. If you guys are excited to see what the heck's about to happen with Iron Crown here on Pokésports, hit the like button down below, subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much, Jordy, on Discord, by the way, for posting this team on the Pokésports Discord. Remember, if you want to go ahead and send a rental code to us or just share it with the community, join our Discord. Links to that are at Pokésports.info. Anyway, with that said, let's get on to today's video. Up against a Reuniclus team. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, Reuniclus does also get Expanding Force. So the team that we're facing currently has 2 Expanding Force users and 1 Psychic Terrain haver. Also, this is definitely a Trick Room team on the opposing side of the field, to the point where I kind of just want to expect them to lead with Expanding Force. Does this P Dizzle over here have a Wide Guard? No, it does not, but I do have a Helping Hand. That might be able to help us a little bit. No pun intended. Listen, at the end of the day, I think I'm just going to lead Landorus and Iron Crown here, right? If they set the Psychic Terrain, they're doing me a favor, and I could just click Expanding Force myself. I'm thinking the late game, I definitely want Iron Hands here, and I'm thinking I'd probably leave Kingdra and P Dizzle behind in the back. Redirection might be huge for us. Also, Indeedee could potentially turn off Trick Room if we find ourselves in a situation to where we need to turn off Trick Room, right? So this feels like the best option for us. I mean, this is not going to be an easy team by any means. They do have a Blurse on their team, so that means that, you know, there's a super effective stab on the enemy side of the field that our Iron Crown doesn't appreciate that much. That is a hilarious photo with too many Dozos. That is really funny. All right, Fire Pants over here. Gonna lead with Hats and Flutter, actually. Not the lead I expected to see, but I think they're gonna try and confuse us. I have a feeling, I have an inkling that Flutter main might be the Trick Room setter. I mean, at the end of the day, also, this Flutter main is the one Pokemon that can really mess us up. So I think I'm going to go for the Flutter main this turn. They're going to actually go for the terrestrialization here. Oh, they're a stellar type. I don't think that helps them right now. Yeah, here's a Tachyon Cutter. Well, there you go. And there goes their Tera at the same time. Works for me. I mean, that's a really good turn for me. Now, if we can flinch here on the Trick Room, that'd be literally ideal. That's half health and a crit. We don't get the crit flinch, though, and they did get the Trick Room up with the hat. Fair enough, right? Now, they probably bring in their DD now, I'd have to guess. Yeah. At the very least, we resist everything this Hatterene can do to us, except maybe an incoming rock move. I'm going to switch into my own Indeedee as well, just so I don't lose a Landorus for no reason. And maybe I just hit him with my own Expanding Force. Is that my highest damage output? It is if the Indeedee decides to redirect my Tachyon Cutter. Yeah, let me just hit him with my own. This is going to be the slowest Expanding Force in time because we're in Trick Room. But I still think it's going to hurt a lot. And I still think there's not much that the Hatterene can do to me. I found the Hatterene counter, guys. I'm running it. It's Iron Crown. Alright, they do just go for Expanding Force. We eat this, right? Look at that! You call that an Expanding Force? How about this? Bop! Okay, that was about the same exact amount of damage. But hey, we can undo the Trick Room now, which is kind of what the goal here is. And another tap. We're just going to keep them coming. Another Expanding Force. A Helping Hand this time. This is bad for my Indeedee. Because it means I might not be able to live this one. Oh, we hang on at 26. Oh, that's amazing. Expanding Force again. This should knock their hat now. And has the Indeedee down to half HP. And just like that, undoing the Trick Room. Okay, Iron Crown, man. Feeling the vibe. Doing pretty good. Let's undo this Trick Room right now. Get ourselves out of these dimensions. We don't like it here. And go back to being the fast Tachyon Cutter friend that we are. It's really nice knowing we can outspeed a Flutter with a booster. Ooh, okay. Look at you. Another another Expanding Force user. I'm going to Helping Hand now. And attempt a Tachyon Cutter onto this side of the field. We'll see if it happens, though. Depends on whether they decide to redirect or not. If they do redirect, then fine by me. It looks like they're not going to redirect, but we're also not going to take this KO here. Wow, Reuniclus is bulky, dude. Focus, what? And we're back in Trick Room. Okay, well, that was a brave move. Don't get me wrong, I'm also running Focus Blast. But I'm not using Focus Blast on a Psychic type, is the difference. Yeah, let's expand. They set Trick Room back up, which, hey, fine. Whatever. I'm just going to keep clicking Expanding Force. I believe that they're low enough to where we just knock here anyway. The double follow me's, baby. Gonna double follow me. Gonna keep both sides of the field safe. They're just going to go for the Expanding Force here, which will hurt, but Iron Crown doesn't care. Quad resisted to Expanding Force. This is amazing. And then an Expanding Force in return, and bop. Bye-bye. All the Pokemon left that they have on their team that could do damage are now gone. Great news for us. Let's go into our Iron Hands because we are in Trick Room anyway. And I think the Psychic Terrain actually ends this turn, so we will get a Fake Out turn here. Okay, I was wrong. Doesn't matter anyway, regardless. Let's just go for the Grass Tera just to really lock it in here. And then give him the good old Tachyon Cutter. That should be a GG. Battle was canceled. Taking a first victory with the Iron Crown. And yes, we got to Expanding Force. And we knocked out a Flutter game 1. That was an amazing showcase for this Pokemon. On to the next. I got questions, but I'm going to keep them to myself. Man's running a Seviper. I don't know what that means. But I'm also seeing Archaludon, Whimsicott, Flygon. This is the only new Pokemon and Roaring Moon challenge. Got it. Okay. I mean, they do have a Dark type that's a little bit scary for my my friend Mr. Tachyon Cutter over here. Not a big fan of that Roaring Moon. But I might be able to do some cheeky stuff with the Indeedee and like with Dazzling Gleam here. I also think this is a pretty neat opportunity for Iron Hands. I think Iron Hands is a must bring in this situation. I really want to bring the Kingdra. But this doesn't feel like the battle for Kingdra, you know? Yeah, not this one. I want to bring Kingdra to this battle simply because Jordy says the whole reason and the whole premise behind this Kingdra is because his girlfriend, wife, fiance, I'm not exactly sure what their relationship status is. His significant other did catch this while actually playing through the Indigo Disc, and I thought it was cool that he just like went ahead and made a team with it. There's a Tentacruel in front of me. I don't know what this means, but I think I'm okay with it. I think that's a fine thing to be in front of me right now. I think I don't have a problem. I think this is a good. Now, they could potentially do some nonsense with the whim, but again, I think I'm okay with that. This might be a little aggressive, but I think I'm just going to click Expanding Force. And I think I'm just going to click Helping Hand. That seems fine enough for me. They go for the Protect with the Whim. That's perfectly A-okay. Now let's see what the Tentacool decides to do here. Not Protect. Here's an Expanding Force. Good luck, Poison type. This gonna hurt, dude. Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Beautiful little KO there. Listen. Someone's got to teach him. All right. The moon is here. That's a little problematic. This could, in fact, be an issue. Tell you what, though. I'm going to click Protect for now. I'm going to click Fairy Tera. I'm going to click Gleam. Because I want to try to force them out of that terastallization. I want to try to force their hand, force their Tera, force them to move away from that dark typing. Now, if they're Tera Dark, then GG's. You got me. But this Indeedee should still do at least like half health here. At the very least. Alright, there's a Tailwind. They're trying to outspeed us. No big deal. Indeedee, hold strong. You got this. Knock off into the Iron Crown. I don't even have an item right now, so that wouldn't have even probably KO'd me. Big D-Gleam, Fairy Tera D-Gleam onto the moon. And big damage. We love to see it. Okay. Let's go for the Tachyon Cutter onto the Roaring Moon now. And just a straight old follow me. Come knock off this Rocky Helmet first. Leave my Tachyon friend alone. Oh, they're also going to click Terastallization here. Okay, as long as they're not Steel type, we're fine. I mean, Fire type would also be kind of bad for us. Who runs Steel Moon? Yo, what's with the Roaring Moon sets nowadays, man? Just take any typing and stick it on a Roaring Moon and hope for the best? Honestly, I might still KO here after the Rocky Helmet damage, so that works for me. Alright, gonna knock off my Rocky Helmet, followed by the Moon Blast into my DD spot. Gonna eat that like it's nothing. Tachyon Cutter is enough to finish off the moon. And these two Pokemon really just melt through teams, man. It just feels like these two as a unit have so many answers to the current meta. Right? I feel this. I mean, granted, I went against a Tentacool this battle, but you know what I mean? I just feel confident with these two on the field. Alright, Air Balloon. Listen, I'm gonna click Expanding Force. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna click Expanding Force and Helping Hand. I'm gonna see what happens. Whim's gonna go for the Protect here. I think I should take whatever this Archaludon has to do. Or I can take whatever it's going to do to me. I mean, my Indeedee might be going down here. Fair enough. But... oh, I actually still outspeed even in Tailwind. That's nuts. Booster speed OP. Expanding Force. They got low special defense. That's decent. That's not great. Oh, are they beat up with Air Balloon? Maybe not. I guess they're not beat up. They just have stamina. Okay. Because you could do like beat up Whim with Archaludon too. A couple people were commenting when I posted that video, and I used Mouse Hold. But I still think Mouse Hold is nice because you get the Friend Guard. There's just certain things that Mouse Hold gives you that Whimsicott can't. But anyway, we got the Lando on the field. This should be their last turn of Tailwind too, so they're forced to set up Tail. Oh, I guess not. I can't count. Alright, Tachyon Cutter onto you. Stomping Thy Tantrum on to the Archaludon. And I believe I won't knock the Archaludon here. But I definitely will knock the Whim. Oh no, my special attack. No, I need that. Tachyon Cutter onto Whim. Bye-bye. So far, we got 3 KOs of this battle alone with just Iron Crown. I think Iron Crown, like out of all the legends that they announced or released this DLC, wow, they live at 1. Iron Crown might be the top tier, which is why I really wanted to rush and make a video on this thing. All right, Tailwind's finally gonna peter. They're down to 1 HP. I got 3 mons left. I think we all know how this is gonna go. You know what? Just for fun, I kind of want to try to go for the focus mist. Oh, I can't. Oh well. They're gonna forfeit anyway. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was like, let's see if I can hit a focus blast today. Another quick one though. Another very quick battle. Still fun, nevertheless. GG's, man. On to the next. Up against Eric, bringing a Rapska. A Rapska Metagross team with T-Tar. Brother. The double dark types kind of does scare me a little bit. I'll be real. It's not great. But they have a lot of physical attackers on their team. They also have a trick room or a couple of trick room options. Okay. This might actually be the opportunity for Kingdra. I've been mentioning Kingdra a lot today, but we actually haven't had the opportunity to bring it to any of the games. So I think I'm going to Landorus, and I'm going to go Kingdra in the lead. Bring P Dizzle in the back. Maybe a late game Tachyon Cutter wouldn't be bad either. Wouldn't be too shabby. This does scream, hey Kevin, bring Iron Hands, but I think the weather and the water will work just fine, right? We're not bringing Expanding Force nonsense. We're pretty much just going to click Tachyon Cutter and pray in this battle, which isn't a bad thing, right? Tachyon Cutter is still a good enough move that you're not forced to bring Indeedee every single time. Whew. All right, Metagross T-Tar are going to be my opponent's lead. I'm glad that they're showing me their sand right now, because it means next turn we can make some plays happen. I'm also glad I'm getting the Intimidated off on this T-Tar right about now as well. Now, unfortunately, there isn't much that I can do to the Metagross at the current state of the game, but I will go for the U-turn onto the T-Tar. Kind of want to Water Terror Muddy Water. Play very aggressively turn 1. Yeah, let's do it. We're going straight aggression turn 1. They're actually swapping out the T-Tar here, which means I'm going to have to swap out the Pelipper next turn as well. Rapska's coming in, though. So this is at least a neutral hit on Rapska. I don't hate this. If I can knock out Rapska first, that means it can't Revival Blessing whatever else I knock out. So fine by me, works for me. Here's the problem. The problem is Kingdra only has base 80 special attack. So I need a lot of stat boosts for this to actually hurt. That legitimately did a lot of damage. Like a lot more than I thought it would. Alright, yeah, well now I'm going into P Dizzle over here. Absolutely, straight into P Dizzle. If I get KOs here, I'm going to have the weather disadvantage though, so that's a little bit of an issue, but we can just Intimidate Cycle. Big Muddy Water, double connects. Kingdra's making a showcase. What do we got here? Yo, Metagross is a little upset about that damage, let me tell you. Big damage there. Wow. Oh! Well, that sure is the thing you can do with Metagross, I guess. Was Metagross always able to do that? Now I'm sad. Alright, well, back into Landorus I go. Like, let me get the Intimidate again, I guess. They still haven't used Terrestrialization. Here's an Ursaluna now. And they're going to lock in the weather. They definitely feel assault vested with the way that they're playing this T-Tar. I don't know if it's too early for me to judge that. It might be. They would have to be real brave to go for an EQ in front of 2 flying types right now. So I think I'm going to swap into Iron Crown somewhat safely. Followed by a U-turn on this T-Tar. I want to Intimidate Cycle them. I want to make them regret bringing nothing but physical attackers to this matchup. The only special attacker being a Rapska. If they went for EQ in front of 2 flying types and next to their rock type, I would be impressed. All right, you turn into the T-Tar. Let's get rid of the sand, please. There's no need for T-Tar to have special defense. Back into P-Dizzle. If P-Dizzle goes down, so be it. I'll get the second Intimidate off, which is all that I really want to do. Okay, yep. P-Dizzle's going down. No big deal. Just a straight crunch from a T-Tar. Okay. Still no terrestrialization on their side. I'm concerned. Brother's going for Facade when it has no burn. Okay. I hope you learned your lesson there. Well, I guess I was 1 HP in that slot, so hey, fair enough. Alright, back into Landorus. We mean business again. Now I gotta think about what I lock myself onto. This is the actual decision I have to make. I think Stomping Tantrum's the safest play, though. I could go for Focus Mist on Blurse, but I think I'd rather chew off my finger. So I'm just gonna go for nice and simple stomping out the T-Tar, knock out that T-Tar like it's nobody's business, and just whittle down this Urse. I don't have to knock it out in one hit. I just have to chip it down. They're -2 now. I should be theoretically safe. Beautiful. That still knocks out T-Tar. So now I only have the Ursaluna to worry about. Nice little critical hit there. Thank you very much. All right. Boing, boing, bop. Ooh, that still hurts so much. Okay, you know what I said I didn't want to go for the Focus Mist because I would rather bite my finger. I'm just curious what my luck is like today. Now I just want to see it. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Why did I forget they haven't Tera'd yet? Oh, it's Dragon? That's new. It's not what I expected to see today. And I did connect with it, so I guess that's nice. Neat. I still win. GG's friend. I believe his name was Eric. GG's Eric. Fun team. Dragon, Tera, Moon, scary. But I just, you know, I saw so many things weak to water and not a lot of resistances to water. I was like, yeah, maybe it's time. You could definitely tell that when Eric was looking at my team, they expected to see Psy Spam, and I just didn't give it to them. On to the next one. GG. Jacob over here with the very meta team. Holy. I don't even know what the meta is yet, but that looks like it's a meta team. One dark type that I can see. Double fire types and intimidate. Okay. Okay. This is not going to be an easy game. There's no good way of putting this. This is going to be a very difficult game. And I'm going to have to work very hard to win this game. To the point where I almost don't even want to lead with what I'm about to lead with. I want to leave my options open. I'm going to lead Landorus and Iron Crown. Bring my DD Iron Hands in the back just in case I need a late game Trick Room situation. Because honestly, there is a very clear-cut way I can lose this game. And that's if they predict my Psy Spam lead, maybe go Instant plus Golden Go, then I'm just stuck. I can't really do much into them. I would have to risk it for the biscuit, go for the Focus Miss, and then hope that's enough damage to knock out an Instant, which I don't honestly think it is. A non-stab Focus Blast? Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough. So I got to kind of prepare myself for multiple situations. I got to prepare myself for if they do lead Instant, and I got to prepare myself if they don't lead Instant. Alright, Fluttermane and Instant is going to be their lead. Here's the thing. We've done it. We've done it today. If this is not a booster speed Flutter, we outspeed it and we spank it. That's the play. Intimidate on our side of the field doesn't matter too much. I'm very happy about the Intimidate on their Instant though. Dang it, they might be booster speed. What is this? What is this? Thank goodness. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. They are booster special, which means they don't have a lot of speed investment, which means we get the Tachyon Cutter them. I'm going to Water Tear this, Tachyon Cutter that, hard swap, go into my DD so that the fake out doesn't happen. We are ready for this. Got to punish them for leading Fluttermane. Now, if they swap out, they swap out. They got me. Like, what can I say? They also might go for a parting shot with this instant. That might mess me up a little bit as well. But I feel like just looking at my side of the field, you just want to go for like a fire move or a dark move into that spot, which is why I went for the water Tera anyway. I know this makes me weaker to Fluttermane, but technically they have 2 Pokemon on their side of the field that can both do very super effective damage to my Iron Crown. So it's kind of why I wanted to Tera here. It's a very early Tera, but I think it's my safest play. We'll see. All right, the Indeedee hard swap. No fake outs today. Do we get the Tera out of them? No, that's my Tera. Okay. But I think my Tera should be going first because I should be outspeeding this Flutter anyway. All right. Our head is spouting water. We are currently bleeding out. All right, fake out not going to happen. Sorry, maybe next time. Protected by the Psychic Terrain. It was going to be onto the Iron Crown. Big Tachyon cutter onto the... It lives. They EV to live. Run. Everyone run. It's over. Game's over. All right, they just go for Shadow Ball. It's fine. Hardly. Wow, okay. Well, that scares me now. I think I'm going to follow my Expanding Force, predicting the instant to swap out. No, it's not swapping. Okay, well, the instant's going to attack into the Indeedee, which should be fine-ish. I'm at least pressuring them with this by saying, hey, whatever comes in is taking an Expanding Force, so really make a good decision here. Okay, they do swap the instant out. That's great. The Indeedee losing attack stat doesn't matter. Not in the slightest. The instant might be the one that's switching back into the Flutter spot next turn, though. Rillaboom. Okay. I mean, I have Protect. I'm gonna go into Lando. Part of me really wants to go into Iron Hands, though. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna click Protect. Go into Lando. They double swap the Flutter. They're probably gonna go into the instant now. At least I get the Intimidate on both of them. Yeah, they went right into instant. We're still in this game. We still got what it takes to win, I think. We got a lot of pressure on my opponent. All right, got a nice little Intimidate here. They have Fake Out pressure on us for 2 turns, which is a little rough. But again, we're going to get Psychic Terrain back on the field and be fine. Wood Hammer, not today. Maybe later. The issue is, if this instant doesn't swap out, then we might be screwed. I pretty much just have to go for the Hail Mary Focus Blast on this instant. And then swap back in my Indeedee. If they swap in a Flutter on that instant spot, then GG. They got me. They've earned this game. If they do that, they have earned this game, and I will not be mad about it. Because that is a very bold prediction, and they deserve it. Alright, Lander's going to swap out. They got to know I'm swapping back Indeedee. Which means they need to swap back in the Rilla. Oh, I do hit the Focus Blast. They don't swap and they don't Fake Out with anybody. Big damage on onto the instant, though. Broke it down to its berry. They must be just going for another Wood Hammer here then, huh? Yep. This might knock me. Yep. Okay, Iron Crown's going down. Oh, its neck just broke. Okay. Not what I expected. And then a Flare Blitz. Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna get a secondary Intimidate off. They got a lot of recoil damage plus Rocky Helmet. Bring back the Landorus. I'm gonna U-turn out, set Trick Room. And I'm gonna hope that this instant doesn't have Protect or anything. Now I know for a fact they really want to focus, they really want to swap out that Rillaboom, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn there. And again, we Trick Room. Yep, there's a Rillaboom swap. Whatever's coming has to take this U-turn. Fluttermane might not take this. It's low-ish, but it's also very tanky. We remember how well it did against a Tachyon Cutter. Wow, it ate that like it's nobody's. This is a very thick Fluttermane, dude. Holy. Brothers EV'd this team perfectly. All right, back into the Iron Hands. I'm going to hope they don't burn me here if they have Will-O-Wisp. I don't know. All right, parting shot into my hands. Fair enough. Oh, we love Instant. We love Instant so much. Can't wait to keep playing with Instant on the field. I'm having a blast. Too many pivots. Back into the Rilla you go? Yep. Which means they get another fake out turn here. But so do I. I can fake out their fake out for what it's worth. And I believe my Indeedee, if it goes for a Dazzling Gleam, no, I don't think it's enough to knock out the Flutter. Alright, I definitely fake out here. Let me just follow me, just in case the Flutter does decide to go for like a Moonblast or Shadow Ball. Hey, it wouldn't go for a Shadow Ball, I'd go for a Moonblast, but just in case, you never know. The follow me fake out seems like a pointless turn, but what I'm doing is essentially wasting their fake out turn while mitigating the amount of damage that I'm able to take this turn. Like, it feels bad to do this, but I feel like this is my only option at the same time. Now, if they hit me with the Gleam, they hit me with the Gleam, but I'm pretty sure yeah, the Flutter's going to protect anyway. Yeah, so this is a nothing turn. Doesn't matter. I could have gone for a D-Gleam. Would it have made a big difference? Not really. Regardless. How ready are we to make plays? Because, brother, I would love to Drain Punch into this Flutter right about now. But I think a Wild Charge is safe enough into this Flutter. Now let's just hard swap this Lando in. As long as we get rid of their fake out chance, then that is all I want to accomplish that last turn. Oh, this is a VGC battle. Like, this is a good VGC battle. It's really back and forth. I haven't knocked out a single one of their Pokemon yet, but I'm very close to knocking this Flutter. I am incredibly close to knocking this Flutter. Alright, Lando's back. Rillaboom's intimidated. We're gonna Terrastalize. Wow, okay, what's it gonna be? Is it the Flutter? No, it's the Rilla, okay. Just gonna be Grass. Okay, they're just going, like, for death is what they're going for, huh? Grass, Tera, Rillaboom. It is -1, but this will hurt if it goes for Woodhammer. Wild Charge should be enough to knock the Flutter. Beautiful. Yeah, what are they going for? This is a bold move by my opponent, I think. Yeah, it's straight Woodhammer. Into my Iron Hands. Bro, that hurt. That honestly hurt too much. A lot more than I wanted it to hurt. Huh. Instant's back. They know I could swap back in Indeedee, right? I'm just gonna Drain Punch Instant. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this game as simple as possible. Let me just see if I can finish this Instant off. I know I'm -2 with the Iron Hands, but I think honestly Iron Hands is Iron Hands, and I should still be able to knock out with a super effective Drain Punch at half health. Hopefully. We'll find out together. Yep, there's a fake out. They were still just going to go for it. Onto the Landorus spot there. Drain Punch. That's a double knockout. That means that Rilla is locked in at -1. Right? The double knockout on their side of the field means I can constantly go for the Intimidate spams. I can reset my stats here on my Iron Hands as well. If I live this hit, I don't think I will. No, I'm going down. It was worth it, though. It was worth locking this Rilla onto the -2, right? God, I hope so. Well, I get a lot of Indeedee redirection, too. I also locked in my terrain as the final terrain on the field. Bro, they got a water still. Oh, I'm Rocky Helmet. That's fine. I gotta focus that water Urshifu here. What do I lock in, though? I mean, I could lock in Rock Slide. Just pray for flinches. I'm gonna go for a Stomping and follow me. I'm gonna keep it a little simple. Attack me! I'm Indeedee. Alright, here's the Wood Hammer. -2 Wood Hammer, though. And no grassy terrain to help them. Oh, that still hurt way too much. There's the Surging Strikes. That's 1. I think I'm going to get all three bits of hits. No, I only get 2. Okay. That's a little problematic. Alright, how much damage can we do here with the Stab Stomping? Big damage, big damage. Let's see it. Not enough. Twisted Dimension return to normal, though. That's huge. So we just do it again, right? Just keep on going. If they protect, they protect. If they don't protect, Stomping again. It's enough to knock, baby. -2 Rilla. Best of luck, buddy. Oh, we came back from this game. Woodhammer, you might knock yourself out here. Are they banded? Like, I'm just realizing now how much damage they have been doing this whole time. They legitimately might just be banded. Alright. If they switch over to Grassy Glide... Oh, wait, they can't. We're inside the terrain. Stomping Tantrum now onto the Rilla. Taking this game, baby. Going undefeated, continuing our undefeated streak here on Pokésports. We love to see it. Jordy! Thank you so much for posting this team on the Pokésports Discord. Remember, if you guys want to go ahead and post your rental codes on the Pokésports Discord, preferably with some new Pokemon that were just introduced here in the DLC. We're trying to go through a bunch of the new Pokemon here for a couple reasons. 1, because we missed them. 2, because they get views. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the very end of the video. Thank you so much for supporting Pokésports. We greatly appreciate it. And have yourselves a fantastic rest of your night. Anyway, I'm Calyrex Pokésports. Grab this rental code before Regulation F starts and have it sitting in your game so that you're ready for when it inevitably does drop. Have yourselves a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.